All right, and welcome back to Elite Pursuit. It is good to be back at Historicon. This is not a historical game we're about to talk about. So I'm here, Steve's here, our good friends are here, and Alvaro is here, and we're going to talk about DragonStrike.
Indeed we will.
What is DragonStrike?
What's DragonStrike? Well, DragonStrike is a board game. It's a miniatures-based board game, self-sustained. You open the box, you have the mat, the dragons, everything. And it's a game about air combat between dragon riders and their dragons, right?
See, so we're not cheating on all you aerial war gamers. It actually is aerial combat.
It is a very tactical one.
Well, so I saw this when it was on Kickstarter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should be in. And then, like, standard gamer ADD, I didn't get back and actually back it, so I apologize. But it looks amazing. We're excited to play this, and so we're glad you guys are here at Historicon. You're hanging out in Phalanx's booth.
We are indeed, yeah.
How's the sales been? Have you been running demos, selling games?
I think they ran out, so yeah.
First world problems. We ran out of games.
Phalanx, I think, is very happy with it.
Yeah, well, that's good. So we're going to get you guys around the table, but if you had to describe it deeper than just, okay, there's Dragon Riders, it's an aerial combat game. What's the narrative piece to this game that goes beyond just the wargaming?
Well, the narrative, it is very much set in the standard Dungeons and Dragons, or ideally it's like Dragonlance, right?
Right.
Wars between where dragons are getting involved in human affairs.
Yeah.
And so you have the metallic dragons and the chromatic dragons. They're going at it. And so it uses the open source of D&D. So the dragons have the colors of D&D with the breaths that corresponds. The red dragon shoots fire, and the bronze dragon shoots lightning.
Well, and we know historical wargamers like to lie to all of us and say that they didn't play D&D and they didn't read Dragonlance, but we know they did.
Yes.
And so it's good to get people at least in a frame of reference where they know the lore. They know what the dragon colors represent. So,
and I think we wanted the two things, right? On one hand, if you are a fantasy player that loves to be immerse yourself, if you played the old DragonStrike flight simulator from the 90s,
SSI,
the idea is for you to feel that you're on the dragon, trying to guess the maneuver from your opponent, flying in between fireballs. So it has that for the people that want that feeling.
Right.
But it is also a very tactical, very smart air combat game. If you like Blue Max, Canvas of Eagles, X-Wing, like this is very much, hopefully for us, an improvement on many of those things and a combination of many of those things.
Well, we're happy to see it as a box set, so it's actually a commercial release, things that people can get at Historicon.
Yes.
Is it released in the U.S.? Can we see it at hobby stores?
It is fully released today, whether it's at our website at Fighting Hedgehog or whether with Phalanx or one of our distributors or retailers. It's easy to get it these days. Yes.
Excellent. So now I have to go over to Phalanx, beat them up for that demo copy. I know they're hiding under the table. So that becomes our Elite Pursuit copy. All right, we're going to cut to the table.
Perfect.
We're going to cut to the instruction, and we're going to go over there, and we're going to watch Steve get beat by all of their guys. So
we'll see.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right, before we get started here, I do have to say I agree with Doug. I saw this on the Kickstarter. I wanted to get into it, forgot about it, this, that. I am so excited for this. If you guys can't see this here, I just want to show some of these awesome minis really quick. All right, so let me just get some of these minis up here for you guys to see. See if I can get those in frame there. I mean, these are absolutely beautiful miniatures. I think this is my favorite. This guy is just like, I'm going to mess some people up with this guy, I can tell. This is just fantastic. And, all right, let's get to it. Let's get a little rules rundown, and let's get started.
All right, so let me teach you. I'll get you the core rules so you can get flying immediately, and then as you go through, you'll learn details that you'll figure out as you go along. So the main thing that we need to understand is that we have these 4 phases in the game, right? Which are the planning phase, the flight phase, situation phase, and the combat phase. So the first thing we do is we go through the planning phase. During the planning phase, each player will select one of the different maneuvers that the dragon can execute. They have access to a full deck that has all those maneuvers, and they have access to this quick reference sheet to see which one is the maneuver that they want to execute. Now, the maneuver that they can execute is limited by what was the speed that the dragon had on the previous turn. So if my dragon was going at speed 3, I can choose a maneuver of speed 3, or I could choose to go up 1 level in speed, or I could choose to go down 2 levels in speed.
So up 1,
down 2, exactly. So once I've chosen the maneuver, let's say that I decide I'm going to execute this maneuver, I go through the deck, I find that maneuver, and I place it face down on my control board, right? Now, every player will do that at the same time. And then, as soon as we're done, we have a timer, right? So, if you run out of time, then you have to do a straight maneuver, right?
All right, already done. Off the timer.
Yeah, that's a critical thing because there's a lot of players who want to make sure that the game keeps flowing. After the planning phase, when they all have their cards down, we move on to the flight phase. And this is the most important thing that we want to learn as we learn the game, because everything else we'll figure out through the game, but it needs to understand how to execute the maneuvers. Of course, everyone who is familiar with air games, they sort of know this. They've seen this in different games. So if I look at any of these maneuvers, it tells me what is the initial position of the dragon, it tells me where is the ending position, and the arrow indicates the final facing of the dragon. You will see that each of these maneuvers has a color coding. You have green maneuvers, yellow, red, and black. That indicates the difficulty of the maneuver, right? And the difficulty of the maneuver that you execute, so say that I'm choosing a maneuver, this one here, this one is green, right? So when I execute the maneuver, I'm going to pick up my token and I'm going to move it from the speed to the difficulty of the maneuver, all right? And that will indicate if I need to execute, if I need to take a test on the stress for the dragon. The harder maneuvers will make you take a stress test. For example, the red maneuver will make a stress test, black maneuver will make a stress test, black is harder than red, right? When I take that stress test, if I succeed, everything will be good. If I fail, that my dragon could gain fatigue, or it could even gain fatigue and could get some damage. Right? So, as we go through the flight phase, we will go one side and the other side. At the beginning of the game, we determine which side has the edge. Now, the movement, of course, is simultaneous because we have plotted everything. We just use the edge to make sure that we follow and we can all look at the maneuvers that are being executed. I'll execute the maneuver, I'll put my card next to my dragon, I'll move the dial. If I need to take a stress test, I'll do it. If I executed a green maneuver, then it allows me to recover a point of fatigue. After all the dragons have done that, we are done with the flight phase. We move to the situation phase. We're going to leave it aside for a second, right? The objective of the maneuver is to get the enemy dragon in your cone of attack, which I can find out at the back of my card, because the dragons have different types of breath attacks, and those breath attacks have different templates. So you need to make sure that you understand which one is your template and get your dragon in there, right? For now, let's just concentrate on doing that. Once you attack, we will understand how the template affects the different abilities and how the actual mechanics of combat works with the dragon dice. We'll leave that aside until we get into combat because we want to make sure that we understand how the flying goes. Now, during the combat, right, what can happen is that during the flight phase, two dragons could have ended up in the same hex. If two friendly dragons end up in the same hex, they basically interfere with each other, and those dragons will not be able to attack any other dragons. If enemy dragons end up in the same hex, they're going to fight each other with the dragon lance, and that'll be a melee. We will discuss that when it happens. But generally, if that is going to happen, you want to be the dragon that is coming in faster. You don't want to be the dragon that is coming in slower because you'll have a disadvantage in that combat. That's something to remember because it's going to be important as you're thinking about your maneuvers and where you might end up. During the combat phase, you will have different options. You will be able to do your breath attack if you have an enemy and your template of attack. If that is not the case, you could instead choose to deploy a hazard. You can do one or the other. You do a breath attack or you deploy a hazard. A hazard you will deploy in that turn according to what the template shows you, and it will stay there during the next turn. And that's where the situation phase comes in. Because in the situation phase, when you were flying around, if you go into the hazard, you're going to be attacked by those hazards. At the end of the situation phase, most of those hazards will go away. So it's a way to affect the next turn. So you'll do one or the other. And the final option is, if you see that you're going to be under attack, you might choose to dodge, right? And if you dodge, then you won't be able, you have to do one or the other. Breath attack, hazard, or dodge. Of course, unlike movement, combat is not simultaneous. The side that has the edge will do all the attacks and combat decisions first, and the other side will do the actions next. So how does the edge change side? If your side has the edge and you take a hit during the combat, at any phase you take a hit, then the edge goes to the other side. Now, I didn't say you take more hits. I didn't say, oh, if I hit you, but no. If you take a hit, I don't care. I could hit all your dragons. If I have the edge and I get hit, I lost the edge goes to the other side. So that's how it will flip back and forth, turn to turn. With that, we're generally ready to start playing. As you play, as you go into combat, we'll see how it works, how we roll the dice, how we do the dodges. But generally, we are ready to start playing, and you're ready to start doing maneuvers and think about what deal. So now let's just concentrate on what's going to happen in the game. In this scenario, we have a caravan that is coming here, and it's a shipment of material for dragon lances. And both of the sides are trying to capture this. So what you are going to try to do is, well, first try to kill the enemy dragons, but also, if at any point you can be on top of the caravan and have executed a maneuver of speed 0, you can use your action to grab the caravan. Now, of course, you need to end up there with a speed 0, so usually what will happen is, on one turn you'll move over it. When you're over it, the caravan doesn't move. At the end of a turn, if no one is over the caravan moves one step. So you have to calculate that, end up there, and then on the next turn, you do an action, you do a speed 0 maneuver, and you do an action and you grab it. Of course, most people will try to guess that you're going to do that, so you're kind of exposed there.
The caravan's going to move one
at the end of every turn.
Okay.
Exactly. So if you grab it, if you're able to take it away, you win. If not, you grab it and you hold it, and if you have it at the end of the game, you'll be winning. If your dragon gets killed, the caravan will start falling, and for one turn, another dragon can go pick it up. And if not, it just goes to the ground and gets destroyed. So then the only other way will be to kill more dragons. If the game ends, whoever has the caravan wins. If not, whoever killed more dragons wins. And if everything is tied, whoever did the first point of damage, first blood, that side will win the minor victory. So we're ready to go.
But if the game ends and with 4 dragons we're not able to capture one caravan, that's very sad for us.
All right.
Okay, Steve. Let's do this.
I'm excited.
Okay, let's start by making very clear that you're the bad guys and I'm the good guys. I have the metallic dragons and you have the chromatic dragons.
Does this guy have a card?
As a deck. This is a deck. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
White.
We're missing white. And you can use one deck. You don't need both decks. Perfect. If you want to do the same maneuver in both dragons, there's a card that says copy the other dragon.
Cool.
Steve, do you even know the difference between chromatic dragons and... No, you don't, do you?
No idea.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. He is the anti-Dungeons and Dragons guy. He has no idea.
Okay. As a historic wargamer too, what you know is you have a dragon that breathes fire and a dragon that breathes frost.
Perfect.
I have one that breathes poison and one that breathes lightning.
We're trying to get him to get into Dungeons and Dragons, but no, we've failed.
Okay.
I tried to get him into Hex and Counter War games, and almost got him to go play SPI games. Except we're doing this demo tonight.
Imagine that's a Fokker DR3.
Yeah, then you'll be it. Exactly.
Well, let's go. Let's start. Let's put the timer. First, okay. So
the flat is the front, right?
yes, the one that has that has the little face, and so you roll 5 dice. The one that rolls more dragons starts with the edge. Good. So I start with the edge. Therefore, I also do have to deploy first. So I put my 2 dragons. They're already deployed. They have to deploy in the first 2 lines.
Okay.
Deploy your 2 dragons in the first 2 lines. Perfect.
I like it.
And with that, we're ready to start. We're going to put the timer You have these 4 minutes to choose the order for both your dragons. Yeah, you should have put the. It's better to separate them into little piles to find them easier, but I think we'll do fine.
You should have one for every.
You have one for everyone.
I
Yes.
think I'm missing a 4SB.
You'll find it for you. Maybe.
I wanted to
Not that there was going to be.
I've already put my orders, and I'm not changing them. So
Steve is not very good at poker either.
I'm a player.
This one?
That one, yeah.
All right, let me switch to the deck. Use this deck.
All right. Now I forget what I
put
put
for that one.
What was it? I think I remember.
Oh, here.
There we go.
Yeah, just keep it there.
No. We'll find it. We'll find it. I don't want to mess up the guy's decks here.
Yeah, that's okay. We have to rebuild them every time.
All right, I think I'm ready also.
But one of the things that I really love about this game is that it sets up in 5 minutes. You put up the mat, you put the dragons, and you're playing. Because as a big board gamer, those games that take like half an hour to set up require some dedication.
So I can see
We
this.
call those Doug's kind of board games.
I can see this being one of those games where the cleanup is important, right? You sit down to play it the next time, and it's like a disaster.
You mean exactly like you guys don't help me with Blood Red Skies after Adepticon? Thanks. Yeah, I got to put all the tokens back.
Okay, so we're good. So now we're going to first reveal the orders, right? They were locked in. We can't do anything different than what we've put. I'll move first, although it doesn't make a difference. So this guy has 3 SB. He's going to move 3 forward. 1, 2, 3. And it's a green maneuver. So I put this little guy on the green. If I had a fatigue, I would recover it, but I don't, so it doesn't make a difference. But this guy here, my bronze dragon, is feeling a little bit bold. It's doing a 2LD. It's a red maneuver, so he's strafing a little bit. Now this is a red maneuver, so I have to put it on the red, and you see that it says stress 3. That means I need to roll 3 dice, and I need dragon heads. All dragon heads are successes, and so I roll, and you see I have 2 dragon heads. And so if you look at the stress test, oh, I roll there. Okay, I already. That's it. So you see I have 2 successes, therefore no penalties. So he strived, no problem at all. He could have earned a fatigue if he had a worse roll. So that's done for both my guys. Right. Why don't we do yours?
This guy is 3 RAs.
Try it.
1, 2, 3.
3 here. Good.
All right, so one.
Let's put the card next to him. Yep. That's going to be easy.
That's the start.
Yeah, 1, 2. Perfect. And you move to yellow.
Right there?
No effect. You don't need to roll anything. What about white?
4 heads.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right there.
Love it.
Awesome. Good.
Who would have thought they were going to do that? Well, let's see. Let's go to combat, right? So you have 2 dragons. This dragon, if you look at the poison dragon, you can have them also on the other side, on the back side of your, of the cheat sheet. There you have all the dragons. So the poison dragon is able to shoot at all this bubble, right? I don't have anyone there, so I'm not shooting. I could leave a hazard of some gas behind. It's because he's breathing toxic gas under him. He's not farting or anything, but that's still what it is.
We would call that the Patrick Doyle dragon. Oh, sorry.
So this dragon is not going to do anything. Now this dragon, if you go to the lightning, he's the one that can shoot farthest, right? He can shoot 5 in a straight line. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You walked right into it, right? So bronze here is going to shoot you at that distance. He does 3 damage. But you have the chance to dodge. In that same cheat sheet, you can look at where it says dodge. So you're going to roll 3 dice, right?
So if I dodge, then I can't attack.
You can't attack. But if you check your frost cone is basically this cone here. You don't have anyone.
Okay.
So it's a good moment to dodge. Now, there's only 2 things that usually affect dodge. One is whether my particular breath does subtracts from your dodge, but because you're far away, I don't. The second one is if I'm shooting at you from the back, which I'm not. So you roll your 3 dice and you need dragon heads. You had 1. So with 1, you have a -1 die in damage. So normally at that distance, from what we saw in the chart, I would do 3 damage. But because you partially dodged, I'm going to roll 2 damage. Every dragon head is 1 wound. Oh, so sorry. I'm going to roll again. That was a good roll that I missed. Yeah, you see, of course. So I do no damage. But you still gain 1 fatigue because you got hit.
Right there.
Yeah. So I tired you a little bit. I did act with my dragon, so I moved this guy to having acted. You acted too because you dodged. Yeah. Although it's not that one, it's the other one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I shot at you. Didn't do any damage, but at least I put you a fatigue. Now it's your turn. This one already acted, so you cannot do anything. This dude, he doesn't have anyone to shoot at, right? But he can do a hazard. So let's do that. So the fireball is the only hazard that hits as you put it on the table. And it does immediately 1, 2, 3. You don't hit anything, but it remains here. And in the next situation phase, it will move 3 more. So it's now going to influence how I move around it, right?
Excellent.
And if perfect. And if anyone you included moves into it, they get hit. So everything in this game affects everyone. So usually friendly fire is a real thing here.
Awesome.
Okay. With that, we did our combat phase. Final part of the round. The caravan moves 1 forward. Before moving the card, remember to put it back into your new speed, right? So this dragon now has speed 2. This one has speed 3.
I did 4.
Perfect.
And this guy.
Actually, this guy did a 4, yeah. And that guy. Exactly. Then you put your cards back into your piles.
And then you can move up 1 speed or down 2 speed.
Exactly. Up to 1 up to 2 down, right? Great. And remember to put your counter back into ready, right? You want that dragon eye to be open.
Excellent. Very
Awesome.
good. I like it.
First turn is over. Plays to 9 turns. Okay, let's go for turn 2. Are you ready for me to put the timer?
Yes, go for it.
Mom.
Well, hey Doug. I told you earlier, remind me, I gotta hit the old ATM and walk back tomorrow morning, right? My totals are going up, so...
No, you got to find another copy because Phalanx is sold out.
We're right next to that PNC bank, so make sure we'll have to hit that and walk back. Man, am I great now? I'm seeing so many possibilities for this, right? Is there like a role-playing aspect to this where you can build dragons?
There is. We have cards with skills for the riders or traits for the dragons that affect it. And so when you play, you can build teams. There's point values to the different type of dragons, and you build your dragon wing, and you can also evolve it as it goes. So you can play tournament style or campaign style.
Excellent.
I think we're all done, right? So we're going to show. We're going to go. I'm going to go first, right? So my dragon here is my bronze dragon is going to move 1, 2, 3, and turn 1. That's a yellow maneuver, so no rolls there needed. While this guy is doing only 1. He's strafing 1 to the right. Now that's a red maneuver. So I do have to roll my 3 dice. I'm going to roll them in the right place this time. 1 success. So in the stress test, you can see that when you have only one success, you gain one fatigue. So I did it. I did my maneuver, but it gets slightly tired. And you will see as this game goes that if you let your dragons get too tired, they don't do much. So you need to then let them rest. But now let's go for you. What do you have?
This guy has 2 R8, so he's going 4 1 turn,
Yeah.
and that way
Perfect.
it's a
Yellow. Put your card back in your guy. And what is white doing?
This guy here is going 2 forward, 2 SC, so it's just going 1, 2, and then turn.
One turn. Perfect. Okay.
Now it's a -1 fatigue. So
Yeah. So you recover the fatigue that I just gave you. Great. It's good flying. Okay, so now we're going to go into situation phase. This time it matters, right? You have this fireball. No one walked into it, but now the fireball does 1, 2, 3, and then disappears. But it prevented me from stopping anywhere there, right? And now we go into combat phase again. I still have the edge, so I'm going to go first. Bronze happens to have found white again, right? So I'm going to shoot you. I'm at this distance. You can see that it's still only 3 damage, but it's a -1 to dodge. So if you want to dodge me here, you're going to do it with 1 less die.
All right. Yeah, we're still gonna dodge. Right?
I think it's a good idea.
Dodge with 2 this time.
2 dice, yes. 1. So again, you have a partial dodge, which means that instead of doing 3 dice of damage, I'm going to do 2 dice of damage. Let's see if we get a better one. Well, 1 damage. So you're going to get 1 wound and 1 fatigue.
All right. Does this go on here?
Exactly. They're on top of the heart, and you can see that your dragon has 4 hearts in his card. So if you get to 4, you're out of the game.
And we got 1
And you gain 1 fatigue. I like it. Good remembering. And I have it that I acted. You should put your dragon on having acted too. And then this guy, if we look at, he shoots a little bit different. He has this whole bubble to shoot at. That's the only dragon that shoots at only one spot instead of all his breath. So yes, you're in my bubble. So I'm gonna go out there. Now that's a 3 damage. But at this distance, you can see that it is green. It means that you dodge 1 easier. So instead of 3 dice, you can dodge with 4 dice.
Man, I kind of want to attack, but
So,
I got to dodge.
well, the question is, do you have anyone to attack, right?
Yeah, I don't. You're right.
Yeah.
No, I do not.
You could throw a fireball, but that's not going to do too much. Yeah. Now, the only other thing is, this time, I am fully behind you when I'm shooting at you. Therefore, you have 1 less die. You're being shot from the back.
Dodge him with 3.
2 die. Yeah, 3. You had +1, but then -1. You got 2 dragon heads. That means a full dodge, right? Now, it still gives you a fatigue. You get tired dodging, but you know what? You got caught twice and you're still alive. So, and with that, now comes your turn, but both your dragons already acted, so nothing to be done. End of turn. The caravan does not advance because I'm flying over it, right? So now it's going to stay put. Now, normally, you would say, well, that's dangerous because now I can do a 0 maneuver and pick it up. But because it came in at speed 3, the slowest that I can go next turn is 1, right? So, good, but not that good.
All right.
So with that, we recover our cards. We put the speeds back.
Speed 2. Done.
And we recover the actions of the dragons.
All right. He's come back.
And we're going to start turn 3.
All right.
It's moving fast. Okay. I'll put the timer. Boom. One of the things I love the most is how the miniatures came through. Like it took a lot of effort to have the quality of both the sculpts, but then of the of how they came through after the printing was really.
And the pre-paints you said were a Kickstarter thing?
Yes.
And if you got lucky enough to get the pre-paints, holy cow.
When we started thinking of pre-paints, like we were not happy with most of the pre-paints we had seen out there, and then when we ended up, we were like, yes, this is it. The fact that we can get this level from pre-paints was amazing.
They are incredible.
Okay, my friend. So.
We got like some close action fighting about
Yeah, it's getting up close and personal.
All right.
Okay, well, let's see what happened this turn. I'm going to show my cards. So, I'll go first.
This is a very common thing that seems to happen quite a bit, isn't it?
This one is doing a very simple 1 forward on turn 1, and then my other one is going to do 1, 2 on turn 1, and we'll see what we find.
All right.
Now, those are both green, so this one will recover fatigue, but has nothing. This one actually does recover the fatigue that it got the last turn.
Oh, what a dummy. Okay, so this guy messed up. He's going to go this way.
Oh!
But he's turning like that.
Yeah, but you go into my hex, right?
No, it went sideways. Like the straight moved to the side.
Yes, but what were you seeing, right? You were saying this way. No, look at this. So you walk right into me.
Great move.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. So you walk right into me, and it's a yellow maneuver, so that's fine. And then
this one
goes.
also.
Oh, wow!
A lot of melee going on.
Okay, this is going to be a fast game, my friend. Okay. So, this is it. Now comes the situation phase. I have to say to everyone, this is highly unlikely what's about to happen, but it's how the dice roll.
I think I have to warn you, Steve. When the Mediterranean says, my friend, you're screwed.
We'll see what happens. So, my action turn, I cannot do anything, because if you're in the same hex as another dragon, you cannot act. Now, so if 2 friends are in the same hex, it's terrible. You cannot shoot, you cannot dodge. If 2 enemies are in the same hex, you cannot shoot, you cannot dodge, you fight. Right? So I cannot do anything, you cannot do anything. Let's go to the fight. Which one do you want to resolve first?
Let's do these guys here.
Okay, so this one's here. So my brother told you at the beginning, if you're going to be in the same hex, try to come in faster than the enemy and fresher than the enemy, right? So we're going to go to the melee. We start by both grabbing 2 dice, two dragon dice, right? Yep. And then there's 2 modifiers that matter here. One is whoever came faster into the hex has an extra die.
Right.
So I came at a speed of 2. At what speed did you come?
I came in at 1.
So I get an extra die. And now, if you are fatigued, that takes 1 flight die away. So instead of 3 dice, instead of 2, you're going to roll 1.
Oh.
And this is who rolls higher. So I'm going to roll 3 dice, and I roll 2 dragons. So you should roll it, but I already rolled high. Okay. So now that means that I am doing what is called a swipe, which means I'm coming in and doing the damage to you, right? Now it's one die, it's 1 damage basic, but then because we're lancers, because our riders are lancers, when you play the expansion, you have riders that are archers or wizards. The lancers live for this moment. So I have my 1 die that the dragon is swiping at you, and then I have 3 dice from my lancer fully thrusting that lance into the belly of your dragon. And so now I'm going to roll my whole 4 dice and wish for a lot of damage. But my lance breaks on the scales of your dragon. I do 0 damage. I just give you 1 more fatigue, and you live to tell the tale. So that was this dragon. Now let's go to these ones, right? Yep. So now here, I came in at a speed. I have 2 dice. I came at a speed of 1. So I only have. What speed did you come in?
At a speed of 1.
Are you fatigued?
I have 1 fatigue.
Yeah, which takes 1 die away. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. You're going to roll 1 die.
Yep.
Let's go. I rolled nothing. And you rolled a dragon. So now you're going to roll your 4 dice of damage against me.
The dragon with the circle is
that's if you roll 2 dragons with a circle, that's a critical hit.
Okay.
You roll 1. So one, you do 1 damage, so I get 1 wound, and I get 1 fatigue. Okay. This was not as bad as it could have been. So now, because you hit me, independently of the fact that I hit you, because you hit me, the edge changes hands. And this was the end of the turn 3, right?
Yeah.
So end of turn 3, we're gonna recover this into our speeds. Then we are going to move. Well, we didn't act with our dragons, and this caravan does move right under us. So now we're both in the same hex with the caravan right under us. And we recover our cards, put our speed back, right?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Put it ready. And so now we'll put the timer. This is interesting.
Kind of dragon emblem here, dog, or something like that, huh?
There are. You have it. It's called that's a 2SY. Yeah, you have it.
Using a little more brain power here.
Yeah, two dragons is not that easy to manage in your first game. So.
All right, I think I'm ready. So just first impressions here. Dragons look awesome. The board. Let me see if I can get this up. Is this magnetized too? Right? Yeah, the board is very intuitive. Very easy to manage. Helps a lot with keeping everything straight. Nice little dashboard. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty cool. Like a lot of games that have a dashboard like this. This is a very nice version of it. Like,
well, so you're used to historical gamers that cheap out on this.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not in the board game world. This is what the rest of us. This is the kind of game we work with. Come to the board gaming side, man. High quality components, beautiful dice, beautiful miniatures.
I love
timer. I knew you would. I knew you'd like that.
If any historical gamers watching this, we need more time.
They should be crying in their bottle of water that they weren't drinking because they weren't hydrated. There's no water. And no parking, so they're not sitting in their parking spot watching us on YouTube.
Doug, we need more timers in historical games.
I mean, we do. Fully agree with that. More timers. Come on. Do not give him any more ideas.
Okay, good. Look, we're still doing well all the time. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so now you have the edge, so let's do you first.
All right, so this guy,
yeah,
he is sliding sideways one and turn that direction.
He was
in this square, right?
Okay.
So he went sideways one and then turned.
Did I see it right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I think. I don't know where we were facing. You're facing. Sorry. No, give me the card. So you were facing this way, right?
He was facing this way.
This way. Okay, perfect. So then you move this way.
Oh, no. Yeah. Gotcha.
Which in fact will make it that you catch me. If not, you wouldn't have caught me.
All right.
So that's a yellow, right?
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. And then what this one?
Is going ahead one.
Yeah.
Here. Over one.
Yeah, and two turns.
Two turns.
Okay, so that's a red,
That's
right?
a red, yep.
So
That's
perfect.
speed. Yeah, okay.
So you have to roll. You know, you have three.
Three of them?
Yeah, but because you're one fatigue, you lose one die.
And I'm just
Two
looking at
dice.
the dragon, right?
Yeah, at least.
Oh, I get
Well,
one.
0 dragons,
Okay.
right? So with 0 dragons, you can see you gain 1 fatigue
Oh,
and 1 wound,
man.
right? So you strain the muscle there.
So I get another wound.
Yeah. No, turn it around.
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Almost as if the designers have thought about it. Perfect. So, okay, so you have 2 wounds
Yep.
and a second fatigue there, but you're still alive.
Right.
You've done both of yours. Now let's do mine. Now, this guy walks right in front of you. 1, 2, and turns 1, right? So that should make you happy. It's a green, so I recover fatigue. Unfortunately, though, my other guy is going to do the same you did. 1, 2, and turn. He's going right where you are. So we're going to be fighting lances again. Now, this is the red, and so he saved his friend, right? So, because it's a red, I roll 3 dice, but because I'm fatigued, I only roll 2 dice. So, bronze there is one more fatigue and 1 more wound. So he's at 2 wounds too.
All right.
Not good. So, now we go to a situation phase. There's nothing in it.
Okay.
We go to combat phase, right?
All
Now,
right.
you act first. Bronze cannot do anything.
Yeah.
Frost could. You could drop a bomb.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a bomb again.
You are in my bubble, so I am gonna spit acid at you,
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a bomb.
as you wish.
He's gonna drop a bomb.
Okay. Spread it then. So you drop a bomb here, which in the next situation phase will explode and hit everyone around it. Okay?
Like that.
So you're covering your tracks. Now, my turn though, I will shoot at you, right? So I catch you in my bubble. I catch you with a 3 in my bubble. So it's 3 dice. Let's try this. Because you use your action. Perfect. That's exactly right. So I'm going to roll my 3 dice. Now, the good thing is that poison does not generate fatigue. So it's only how many dragons am I going to hit you with now? I have 1. Okay, so I'll take it. 1 more wound to your guy. But you don't gain fatigue. Now you have to change to the 3. Yes. Okay, so he's barely with us, but he's still in.
4 wounds.
4 wounds. 1 more and you're out. Now let's look at our friends here. This is a new melee. We both start with 2 dice. Now, who came in faster? I came in at speed 2.
I came in at speed 1.
That gives me 1 more die, but I am fatigued, so I lose 1 die. So I roll 2 dice, and you roll 2 dice.
Okay.
Are you fatigued with that
I
one?
am 1
So you lose 1. So it's 2 dice from me, 1 die from you. Let's do this. I have 1 success. Let's see about you. So we both have a success, which means we grapple each other. So that's where we're going to be doing the grapple, which is the 4 damage. Oh, well, this small mistake in that one because my brother's going to kill me. I brought the old sheets. But in total, basically, with our Lancer addition, we're going to be rolling 5 dice of damage at each other.
Okay.
So these 2 dragons just crashed into each other, lance, claw, bite, all in. So we'll see if one of us walks alive.
We're both rolling 5.
5 dice of damage. Here's my 5 against you. I did 4 damage. You are out of here.
right.
Now let's see if you take me away with you. You did 3 damage, and this is bronze. No? Who's that one? This is bronze, who already has 2 damage, right? So bronze is out too.
Oh, man.
Boom. Perfect.
Right.
So, this has become less busy. The caravan now feels there's no danger around and moves 1 forward, right? This was turn 4. We're about to start turn 5, but before that, we move our people back. Well, our only dragon moves back to its speed, so speed 2 in my case.
This guy's moving out of here. He's gone.
Oh, that was climatic.
You get the edge now, right?
I do get it. You did get a hit. There's no doubt about that. Okay, my friend.
This goes back. All right.
Copper against white. Let's put our timer. We're starting turn 5. Now, in the next situation phase, after we move, everyone that is around here is going to get hit. You get less damage than me because you're resistant to cold, but you would still get hit. So try to get out of the aura and know that I am also going to try to avoid that, right?
All right. Think I'm good. I feel like I'm doing that thing I do with AI where I have to like twist my head around to figure out like which way am I
That's
going?
why I got some great photos of you. You have the look.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be.
scared
They will be
to
turned into memes soon enough.
And just one more time. I gotta show off these dragons. They are just. I mean, just beautiful stuff. If you're into painting, into the mini painting, I mean, this is something that like I'm thinking like Brett or Chris would like just paint the heck out of it, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
Really beautiful sculpts. A lot of detail.
well, a lot of detail. So regardless of what your technique is, whether it's doing it via contrast, doing it via dry brush, there's a lot of cool capability there.
Uno RA. Lost the card.
Very accessible game. Right, this type of game that you play at
No, perdón, uno LD.
familiar with
Esta para el otro lado.
the quick rep sheet, really well done.
Also, there's a comic book at the end of it, which we keep expanding on. Okay, I think with that, let's reveal. I have the edge now, so I'll do mine first. I'm strifing left. It's a red one, so I need to roll 3 dice for my stress test. 2 successes, so no fatigue, no damage. What do you have, my friend?
Same again.
Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna be right in front of each other. I love it. Yes.
Two stress.
So it's 3 dice, but you lose 1 because of your fatigue, so it's 2 dice. Okay, now you gain 1 more fatigue, right?
Oh, man.
Because you only had 1 success. So 1 success means you're making fatigue. Okay, so now we're face to face, right? First in the situation phase, the bomb explodes. There's no one around. Now we get to shoot. Now, I was lucky. I got the edge last time, right? So I get to shoot you first. You get to choose whether you're going to dodge me or try to survive and shoot me back.
I'm gonna hope for some luck and survive.
Okay. Now,
Fingers crossed.
the only thing, this is going to feel a little abusive, but in this, you can see that the acid does not generate fatigue, but does floor damage when you're right in front. And when you are 3 fatigues, your dragon is so tired that he gets more damage. So I get 1 extra die. So I'm going to roll 5 dice. And you have to roll. Exactly. You have to hope for a lot of nothing here. And with that, white goes down, and copper brings the caravan home.
Excellent.
Good game, my friend. We got 3 jousting matches in the middle. Like, that's not normal. Very cool.
45 minutes? Right?
Yeah.
A little quicker game than usual, right?
Counting interview.
Usually, 2 experienced players playing like this is an hour, a normal game. In our case, we had a little bit of learning the rules, but we also had the fact that it resolved a little bit fast because we flew into each other, and between tooth, nail, and lance, it got pretty bloody.
Pump with the neoprene mat.
Yes.
I mean, this is like. I hope some of these
You don't.
publishers are listening out there.
Well, 1, you don't have to sell me. 2, I hope some publishers are listening about the quality of everything.
I mean, this is like.
And 3, when are you starting a DragonStrike League?
And we do. We have a DragonStrike League online because we have the whole game on TTS
nice.
too.
Yeah, it's on TTS. There you go.
I mean, this is pretty incredible, right?
Yeah.
Now,
And I'll tell you 2 things that I love is 1 that literally I have a video in our Instagram in DragonStrike TTG that has how you can deploy it in 90 seconds. My son and daughter deploy the whole game in 90 seconds and you can start playing, which I love. And the second thing that I love is that it's a good hardcore game if you want to play a league with traits. You have different, you have archers, wizards, different colors of dragons, different traits for the dragons. But on the other side of the spectrum, if you have 8 friends in your home on a Friday night and you want to play a game that you're going to play in an hour and a half, even with 8 people, like this is the game.
Right.
Because everyone is putting the order at the same time. It's a great in between. Like if you're gonna play Rebellion, it's gonna take you 8 hours. You play this one first.
Yeah.
You know what's happening.
Are there people out there with any friends?
No, not you. I have a gaming league at home. That's only 4, but it's more than you. There's only 4 of us in our league. Well, Miriam brings her husband, so that gives me an extra one.
I really like it.
Yeah, this is awesome.
What's the website?
Fighting Hedgehog, DragonStrike with the dash in the middle.
Right.
Dragon-Strike.
Find you at
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook,
And Instagram is DragonStrike TTG.
TTG.
Yeah.
Got it.
I really like
With-
Again,
And
Fighting Hedgehog is
as well.
our general publisher, and the Discord is DragonStrike. So
Nice.
yeah.
And the expansions for ground sites, shall we call them? Ground archers, ballistas.
So there is one of the missions already has ballistas.
Oh, nice.
So it already comes with that.
Not that I'd want to shoot you with a ballista. I like you too much. Maybe not.
The core game brings the 4 dragons. There's an expansion for 2 dragons. There's a second expansion for 2 other dragons. So there is 8 dragons already available.
Yeah.
Well, the 2 blue and brass, before my people killed me, they were making them available to our Kickstarter people very, very soon.
Yep.
And then in the future expansions are elder and younger dragons.
Right.
And after that, ground will come into play.
Nice.
I gotta tell you, what's my one complaint about aerial games?
There's no
Pre-plotting? Oh, no terrain.
Imagine if there was like a
castle out here.
Yeah. 2 things. One thing here, so because I'm with you, ships and air, I hate the no terrain. Here, it didn't happen too much in this game. You create your terrain as you go. When you have many players, you start having hazards. The fireball, the gas, and then you are suddenly flying in between terrain as you go, and the terrain pops in and out, right? But we also, in future expansions, we will have the flying citadels and stuff, if you like Dragonlance and also, so also true. But for now, already your hazards will give you that terrain factor that you want.
Excellent.
Thank you
All
again so
right?
much.
No clouds yet.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
Francisco, thank you so much. Thank you. Really like it.
Instrument rated.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I
Appreciate it, guys. We're gonna shut down the stream.
Thank you.
Hedgehog, DragonStrike. I mean, you guys know how Google works. Right?
Yeah, Discord, Instagram, and yeah.
That was awesome, guys. Really love it. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much.